Hello, church family. Today is Thursday, August 8th, and this is our weekly update. Our verse of the month for August comes from Matthew chapter 18, verse 15. And it says, "If your brother sins against you, go and tell him his fault, between you and him alone. And if he listens to you, you have gained your brother." Again, a good passage to remind us that we have a responsibility to be making peace. When others sin against us, it's not for us just to wait for them to come and ask for forgiveness, but we have an opportunity and a responsibility to go and help them to understand what they've done so that we can bring about restoration in our relationships with one another. Well, coming up this week, we have several birthdays. On the 8th is Zoe Messmers. That's our missionaries to Spain, their daughter. On the 10th is Peggy Walkers. The 11th is Everly Miners. On the 12th is Hayden Klontz, Martha Purcell, and Carol Watkins. Carol's our missionary in Staten Island, New York, to the Liberian community. Then on the 13th is Darla Curtis's birthday, and she is a missionary in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. And then on the 14th, Heather Baker and Greg Woodsmall have birthdays. So happy birthday to all of you. And then several anniversaries. On the 10th is Nate and Carol Watkins. On the 11th is Greg and Trish Mishler. On the 12th is Dan and Jennifer Brandenberry and Mike and Jeanette Seaman. And then on the 14th is Luke and Rachel Franzine. So happy anniversary to all of you as well. Well, coming up this week, we've got the block party. The block party is happening on Saturday, and tonight at 6 o'clock, we have a meeting here in the chapel to review all the things that are going to be happening, make sure we're all on the same page and ready to go. So again, 6 o'clock tonight in the chapel. Then we're going to set up on Saturday morning. We've had some confusion on the time. We're going to set up at 8 o'clock, and we want to get that set up wrapped up so we can have some time in the afternoon before the event starts. And then the block party will be from 4 to 8 on Saturday. And we want to encourage you to be praying and being willing to participate, to show up and help however you can. Then coming up on Sunday, we have 3 membership testimonies. We're excited. We have 3 people who want to partner with us in the work of making lives brighter by helping more and more people know, love, and live for Jesus. So we'll hear 2 of those live, and then 1 will be in your bulletin. Then we will not have Sunday evening services this week. We're taking a break before the kickoff next Sunday. And again, next Sunday is a big kickoff day. We have Pizza with Pastors next Sunday, August 18th, after the morning service for those who are newer and want to check us out. We also then have new Essentials classes starting next Sunday, the 18th. Pastor Nate's going to be teaching on the conscience, and I'll be teaching a class called Changed into His Image. Then Sunday nights on the 18th, we'll begin youth groups getting started. Our men's and women's Bible studies will be getting started. There's a Sunday night growth group that'll start. And then also we'll have nursery and kids ministry. So something for everybody starting next Sunday. That's not this Sunday, but the next Sunday on the 18th. And then Pioneer Clubs are going to get started on Wednesday, August 21st. We have a prime timer luncheon coming up on Thursday, August 22nd. And then a starting point class Wednesday, August 28th. So a lot of things happening in the next couple of weeks as we launch into our fall ministries, and just excited about all that's coming this fall. And then also, just if you know of any ladies who are looking for some counseling, be sure to let us know. Rachel Franzine is working on her certification for biblical counseling, and she needs to get some counseling cases. So if you know somebody, know a lady or a teen who needs counseling, let us know, or just contact Rachel directly. She'd like to get some of that moving. Well, each week we highlight a resource, and this week we're talking about a book called Show Them Jesus. And the subtitle is Teaching Kids the Gospel in all the Bible. And really, this Sunday, we're going to spend time at 9 o'clock in our Sunday school time talking about how do we help others see that Jesus is better? How can we do that from all of Scripture? And so Sunday morning at 9 o'clock, we're going to have a combined Sunday school class in the auditorium. This is for everybody, for teachers especially, but for anybody who wants to help others see Jesus more clearly and understand that He is better. And then for the sermon on Sunday morning, we're going to be talking about, the theme's going to be called Rejected. And the question is, does God reject those who reject Him? Can God's promises be broken because of our rebellion? And then how does God respond to the sin of His people? These are all questions that we're going to answer on Sunday morning as we walk through Romans chapter 11, verses 1 to 10. And then again, we have no evening service this Sunday. We'll take a break after the block party, and we'll get things started on the 18th. Well, the verse of the day, in Micah chapter 4, verse 5, in my Bible reading, I've come across this passage. It says, "For all the peoples walk, each in the name of its God. But we walk in the name of the Lord our God forever and ever." A great verse teaching us that there are two ways of walking. We're going to follow ourselves and our own gods, or we're going to follow the true and living God. And for us as believers, that we have every reason to follow our God because we are convinced that Jesus is better. Well, have a great rest of the week. Look forward to seeing many of you tonight for the block party meeting, then Saturday for the block party, and then Sunday morning. May God bless you. Have a great rest of the week.